year of 1946 started differently than the other years for the railway. It was essentially the year of cleanup, as some of the engines were taken out of service due to the war's events. The most affected engines were Duck and Oliver, who were on the Northwestern. I'd say, Oliver, ever since Gentleman Douglas died, there's been a lot more work here. And admittedly, it just really isn't the same without him. I've known him for that long. Yeah, and what makes things worse is that, well, Mr. Porter is not doing anything about it. You were saying? Oh, beg pardon, sir, but we just thought you neglected the Northwestern. Nonsense, Duck. Northwestern is a great attraction, and a lot of people keep coming, so you might as well keep the workload ready. Oh, well, that's good to hear. But, Mr. Porter, sir, we only have 2 engines right now. Well, as you soon see, that's about to change. Duck, Oliver, meet Sam and Arthur. They'll be pulling the heavier goods trains on the Northwestern. Hello. Hello. Your controller said you needed help, and the mainland kind of neglected us a bit because they're, working on, some project. I don't know the details, but it apparently has to do with oil. Oil? Beg pardon, Arthur, but what business do British Railways have with oil?
At the rate this is going, you'll probably find out in a few years. And by the way, I'm Sam.
Okay, I think you two will be a great help. We really did need some other engines. Well, you're in luck. But as it ended up turning out, the Northwestern weren't the only ones getting a new engine. And then I said, Douglas is dead. I don't know who smashed that brake van. What?
It could have been Henry. Don't you recall that flying kipper incident?
That's something most people will never forget. Hey, Percy. Margaret, what are you doing here? I thought you lived on the mainland now. Well, that was only to protect me from World War II. Now that that's over, I'm back on your line. Well, I hope it makes you happy to know that we'll welcome you back onto this line with open wheels, I don't know. Something about that just doesn't sound right, and I don't know why. I think it sounded alright. And I appreciate you welcoming me back. Alright, you two. I have a special job for you. There's a train that needs to be pulled at Augsburg, and Duck is needed at Ulfstead repairing the jail cell. Neil's orders. So, we need one of you to take his train.
I'd be glad to help out.
Alright, it's settled. Oliver will shunt your trucks. Hey, do me a favor and win it for us, mainland engine. Alright, Sam. Your train's finished. Be sure to take good care.
Thanks.
Dun, 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 dun. Bum, ba, ba, dun, 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 dun. Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, da, 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 dun. Yeah, dun, 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 dun. Bum, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Eventually, Sam reached Augsburg. Thanks, Sam!
How do you... Never mind.
There was also, a third new addition to the railway. However, this was a direct result of something that happened in the war. Looks like they couldn't catch me. This thing's just too fast. But, wait. Mr. Porter, he's waiting. I gotta get over there. There's a meeting, I'm pretty sure. What the heck? Why won't this work? on. Come on. For some clarification, that truck often delivered parts to George and the other flattening machines. That other flattening machine also happened to blow up, and it was pretty graphic, and I'm not even sure if I even want to show it. So naturally, replacement trucks had to be built, and naturally, they also had to loan a new steamroller. His name was Buster. He's pretty eager to do stuff, but wasn't the best operator. However, the engines would gravitate to him more, even though he wasn't as good of a performer as George. He was way much nicer. And because of that, their interaction didn't go the best. But that is another story. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.